Hey YouTube, how's it going? Bit pissed off. I just about my little timer. I tried to upload last night like a 45-minute long video, which just didn't happen in the end because I was really quite drunk and rambling. So really probably not missing much anyway, but if you like those kind of insights to my life videos, you would have liked that one. And I was too drunk to work out how to convert it, and I ended up deleting it. How have you been? I just really want to make a video so that I can have someone coming on my YouTube page saying something other than women weren't oppressed for hundreds of years. Men are just more capable than women, and if women had been more capable and strong and whatever, and you know, I find it a bit scary how many people want to live in like an urban jungle these days, how many people still want some kind of hierarchy based on, you know, how strong you are. Like, if you can subject me to your will, then you should be able to subject me to your will. In fact, maybe it's making even more sense to a modern mentality because we're just increasingly subjected by legislation to the erosion of our rights, that maybe we're kind of used to this by now. Maybe it makes sense that we should return to a kind of Sharia law. But I don't want to talk about politics today, I don't feel like it. I don't really get the chance to make many YouTube videos anymore because my boyfriend's around a lot and I've got a degree going on and stuff. Although I do keep intending to come and make videos, just never really get the chance. Yeah, I feel quite down. Big surprise, huh? Big fucking whoop. Feels like life's kind of passing me by, and it's just, I can just hear like the hissing of my laptop and the hissing of my gas fire, and the sun goes over and sets and rises again and goes over and sets, and yet nothing really seems to happen or change. It seems like life is just an endurance race, really. And this was going to be a video about how to kind of shine out of myself, because it seems like some people are just so set from the inside out that they shine out and loads of people like them and they seem to achieve so much and just have so much energy to put into life, and it, you know, they reap the benefits of that. My sister's one of those type of people that just always has things going on and always achieves things. I've just become so introverted that I don't even recognise myself anymore, where I just don't really want to go out and socialise. I mean, it's been over years that this has occurred, but I used to be so passionate and enthusiastic, and I used to act in plays at school and things, and now you can get me on stage like that for love nor money. It's funny that some people come out of their shells as they live life and become more confident, because to me it just seems like every little knock kind of knocks me down another notch until I'm forced to recognise that really I don't matter in the grand scheme of things. I know that that's true of everyone, like none of us really matter. It's just a bit tough. The older I get, the more memories I have of friends that I've lost and loves that have ended and failures, and you know, I'm about to get a 2-1 in my degree. I really wanted to get a first, which is the top band, but I'm probably going to get a 2-1. And I'm quite gutted because I've just spent 4 years of my life and £12,000 to just get an average mark, and I really should have got a first. I really could have got a first. And so, you know, once again I'm forced to accept my own failings, and you know, it feels like I never get to succeed at anything. It feels like nothing ever works out for me. I never reap the rewards of anything. I've just got a horrible feeling that once again that this isn't recording, so I'm going to check. Okay, it's still recording, that's good. On the futility of, I mean, it's only enough for me to be having my morning coffee, that's how I wake up. The futility of continually like self-promoting in modern culture. There's this kind of you're nobody if you can't get the sway of majority opinion, you know, right from our politics being based on a kind of majority system, right down to, you know, our entire interaction now being through Facebook. How many friends do you have on Facebook? How many subscribers do you have on YouTube? How many people follow you on Twitter? And unfortunately, I don't have a very large majority appeal, really. I have an appeal to a very select few who enjoy me, but I will never be, you know, carried on the shoulders of the crowd and celebrated, because people don't like an ugly chick, they don't like an ugly girl. But more than that, I don't care enough to prostitute myself like that for you. I'm not talking from a feminist standpoint, I'm talking from like the Amazing Atheist prostitutes himself, Maddox the Pirate prostitutes himself. It's disingenuous. Have we really gotten so used to kind of consuming pop culture and consuming pre-packaged entertainment that you can no longer hear a human being speak about themselves, even on a topic which is, you know, depressing, and find that at all compelling or interesting? And the attention span of people. There are just so many arseholes on YouTube. You know, as you get older, like I started off at a really poor comprehensive school in London, and everyone was really racist and sexist and beat the shit out of each other and things. And as you go up the kind of educational ladder, you find yourself increasingly surrounded by more progressive, intelligent, kind of educated types. So you can start to think that the world you live in is kind of quite progressive and based on, you know, reality and facts and academic research, rather than, you know, opinion and fear. And you know, it's very odd to me to be studying at degree level and to have, you know, the feminist approach to my subject be so widely regarded and respected, and just it's unquestioned that there would be a feminist perspective and that would be a valid perspective in academia. But as soon as you come out into the real world, actually we're about 200 years behind, and it's almost impossible to get anyone to take you seriously. And it happens on every level as well. Sexism is happening on every level. Even my friends, I hang around with a group of guys who are kind of partly my friends and partly my boyfriend's friends. We met through this group of people, and they play this game called Deal or No Deal. I don't know if you've got that TV program in America. You probably do. We sell you every piece of shit concept that we have. But this is Deal or No Deal, where you're watching TV, and any woman that comes on TV, you either deal or no deal her, like would you or wouldn't you have sex with her. And I even find myself selling out my sisters sometimes. As a bisexual woman, I find myself selling out my sisters so that I can have that little moment part of the boys' club where they're like, Jess, is she a deal or a no deal? And I'll play along, you know. It's all it is. It's just a random objectification, a random snap judgment based on a woman's appearance. If there's a female politician on TV that isn't particularly attractive, people don't want to hear about it. And this happens right down at a personal level. Like, people won't hear my opinions on YouTube because they see me as ugly. And you know, I'm almost offensive to the vast majority of YouTube commenters, because I'm not sitting here with like a lacy green camera angle down my top, simpering at the camera, giving you a makeup tutorial. Is this really what you view a 24? Is this what you think a 24-year-old woman should be doing for you? You know, is that what's normal? I mean, isn't that sad? I find the makeup tutorials on YouTube really sad. It's so safe as well. You know, you can do that and no one's gonna, you'll just have like, all the girls will say how pretty you look, and all the boys will say how much they want to fuck you, and it'll be a really safe kind of approach. But you're not rocking the boat at all. You're not changing anything. You're just stagnating. You're just representing what they've fed you, and it's sad. It's a struggle. My life is a struggle, and I'm tired of waking up every day and feeling like this, feeling blue, feeling like everything's, I feel like I've got this overreaching kind of view of my life unfolding and 45 years of capitalist slavery ahead of me, and increasing failures and increasing lack of social currency until I'm in an old people's home, and maybe if I didn't have kids I don't even have a family to look after me, and what's the point? And every so often in life you'll have these transcendental moments of beauty and pure joy, and you knew in that moment that life was worth it. To that point, every struggle you went through was worth it, so that you could stand on that mountaintop, or you could kiss this new love, or you could win the lottery, and you know that everything was worth it for that little moment. But that isn't an enduring moment. The moment doesn't endure. The vast majority of life is mundane and downtrodden and hard work and thankless, and you're not going to be celebrated. No one celebrates you anymore. Maybe they do celebrate you. They don't celebrate me. I can't even really get people to hear what I'm saying when I'm in a social situation. I talk and it kind of just gets swept aside. What are you going to do? Just feel quite, almost desperate. But you've got to take personal responsibility, don't you? I mean, I'm sure it's my fault. A lot of it's my fault. If I reached out more and played out of myself more and played for the social support more, then maybe I would have it more. I just don't feel like I really have any energy or any joy anymore. And as a child, I was so enthusiastic and so bright and so loving. And honestly, I was just go from the morning to night, and something happened along the way. Had a mental breakdown, I got sent to a mental unit, I had my heart broken, I got beaten up by my first boyfriend, I got rejected from social groups, I failed to get jobs as easily as I thought I would, and failed to do as well in my degree as I thought I was going to. It seems now, even though it's not over yet, it seems that I'm not going to do as well as I thought I was going to. And things just weigh you down until eventually life isn't some fabulous playground where, it's exciting and anything could happen. It's just day after day of struggle, of strife, and knock after knock until you're just too bruised to get up anymore. I find that really sad. But hey, maybe I'm just depressed, huh? Well, I've probably got another 2 minutes, so I should wind it up, really. I mean, this is really why I don't make YouTube videos anymore, because I have nothing to say apart from this. Every day it's exactly the same. I have nothing to say. I know there are people that can relate to this. I know that I have a high proportion of depressed people that subscribe to my channel. But, is this a depression thing? Because don't normal people feel this way too? Normal people feel this way too? Do you have a sense that, your life's stripping away, that you're really vastly insignificant, and that all those dreams you had as a child are actually not achievable like they taught you they were? Even as a happy person? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Don't know. That's my overriding concern right now, is how to find my joy again, where that went. Accepting my limitations is another recent development. I can accept being ugly, but I can't accept failing academically, because if I'm not beautiful, then all I have is my intellect, and if my intellect isn't notable, then I truly am just nothing. So it's hit me pretty hard. Hope you're well, YouTube, whatever.